Hey, what's going on, guys? On today's project, I'm going to show you how I repaired this hole in my foundation that you're seeing there. The reason I have the hole is because of my last video, I removed a metal chimney. Now it's about 12 inches to 18 inches in diameter. Let me show you how I fixed it. Okay, so step one is just to make sure that you have a clean penetration. I had some Weldcrete product, which is what you're seeing right there. It's a bonding agent that helps bond old concrete to new concrete. So because I had that, I decided I would go ahead and apply it here just to give myself some peace of mind to ensure that the new concrete would adhere. But as long as you really have a cleaned out penetration with no loose debris, you should be in good shape. So this is optional. If you have some, apply it. If you don't, I would say no worries. So to patch the hole, I ended up going with rapid set concrete mix, which sets up pretty quickly, which I figured would help me out when I go to patch this. So picked up 2 bags of that and then mixed it up in a wheelbarrow, as you're seeing there. So as you mix it up, go ahead and add enough water so that it's a pretty solid clay consistency. You don't want it too runny because you're gonna go ahead and apply it with your hands, and you want it to kind of set up and be pretty rigid without running all over the place. So to apply the cement, I just put on some surgical gloves and then grabbed the cement handful by handful and applied it to the hole in the foundation. I kept on adding it handful by handful, being careful to make sure that it wasn't protruding out further than the existing cinder block. You also have the option to use a 2x4 or something else flat to kind of screed the cement that you're putting in to make sure that it's not proud of the existing cinder block. So after I had patched about 50% of the hole, I started to see that the additional weight was causing the bottom portion to sag. So I gave it a couple minutes to set up and harden, and then I proceeded with the upper 50%. You also have the option just to take a piece of plywood and mount it to one side of the hole and then just pack it in that way. But I didn't feel like mounting a temporary board, so I just went piece by piece. That's one way to do it. There are many others. So as I got to the outermost layer, I ran out of the rapid set concrete, but I had some Quikrete water stop cement, which is also hydraulic, left over. So I went and did the final layer with that, which is why it's a little bit darker. But I took my hand, I also used a trowel to get it as flush as possible with the surrounding cinder block. And that's me doing it there. Just kind of do the best you can to get it flush and to match the texture of the outside cinder block. So once I finished with the outside, I grabbed my trowel, grabbed my cement, and I went inside for more of the same. I just applied a thin layer, smoothed it out with my hand, and just got it as flush as possible. Because I'm going to finish the basement, I wasn't too worried about matching the grout lines of the surrounding cinder block, but go ahead and do what you need to do to get a smooth finish. Okay, so the last thing I needed to do was paint the repair so that it matched the existing foundation. So I grabbed my airless spray gun and went ahead and painted over it. I really thought the paint was going to hide the repair a lot better, but you can still really see the difference in texture. But because it's a rental property, I'm okay with it. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. If it helped you out and you got some value out of it, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit the like button and then subscribe to the channel if you want to see more DIY videos like that. I'll be doing a giveaway when I reach my first 100 subscribers and then again when I reach 1,000. So if you want to help me out and you want to see more vids like that, I'd appreciate it. And until next time, thank you.